What's up, Taiwan? I'm Sandy Chu with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan on Tuesday opened its third offshore wind farm. The Japanese-Australian Taiwanese project is called Formosa 2. Its 47 turbines are expected to power nearly 400,000 homes. The farm is part of Taiwan's goal to reach net zero carbon emissions by the year 2050. President Tsai Ing-wen says the country will open 3 more wind farms this year. Taiwan's legislature has passed a new law establishing the Ministry of Agriculture. While the date of the official opening is yet to be released, the ministry is expected to gain a larger budget to address agricultural issues. Bing Wang reports.
农业部渔业署组织法制定通过。
Taiwan's Council of Agriculture is officially upgraded to a standalone ministry. Officials say the timing of the law comes as China's fruit bans are getting worse for Taiwanese farmers. Once it opens, this will allow the Agricultural Ministry to start multiple offices to address issues such as rural development, welfare of local fishers and farmers, and climate change. The upgrade will also increase the budget by $270 million and up the number of personnel by 530. The larger budget will also help offset China's import bans on fruits, giving local farmers subsidies to sell in other markets. The introduction of the new ministry has won praise from many sectors.
Also, they will have a new research institute specific focus on the biodiversity. That will be kind of like have some benefit for us to tackle the potential climate change impact.
But not everyone's convinced. There are those who say some of its work, such as water conservation, should be left to the local governments, and that the central government should concentrate on formulating policies and directions.
完全就是变成一个人事大膨胀嘛，增加更多的高官增加这个更多的这个补贴，我觉得这个是错误的方向。你补贴过度，让那有竞争的农业的空间缩小。
There isn't an official date for the opening of the new ministry yet, but many are hoping for its success in achieving its laid out goals. James Lin and Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
South Korea is now Taiwan's largest source of tourism, according to new government figures. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, the number of Korean visitors to Taiwan each year was only around half the number of tourists from Japan. Tourist numbers are still only about a third of pre-pandemic levels, but the number of Korean tourists is now close to half of what it was before the pandemic. Taiwan lifted its COVID travel restrictions last October. Around 1 million people visited the country in the first quarter of this year. The Taiwan Tourism Bureau hopes to attract 6 million visitors by the end of 2023. This week is Taiwanese American Heritage Week, which celebrates the Taiwanese diaspora. Our reporter Jaime Ocon was in New York to see how Taiwan is making inroads overseas through its food.
At this intersection in the heart of Brooklyn, New York, a little piece of Taiwan can be found. Across the road, a Taiwanese general store selling things like chili sauce and dried fruit shipped directly from Taiwan. On one side of the street, a Taiwanese American cafe serves fresh rice balls and hot soybean milk. The owners of these shops say their goods are a way to promote Taiwan's campaign for international recognition.
We noticed that there wasn't a ton of options for contemporary Taiwanese American food, so we wanted to really humbly bring it to our neighborhood.
This is bacon pancake.
Yeah.
These are like our pork wonton.
This kind of exposure is crucial for Taiwan, which has seen its international space become increasingly smaller over the years. It's also one of the reasons why Taiwan's president decided to visit the two shops during a March transit stop in the U.S.
Back in March, when Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen came to New York, she met with several overseas Taiwanese owners, and she expressed the significance of these overseas Taiwanese and Taiwanese Americans trying to spread the Taiwanese culture around the world.
那我相信我们所有海外的乡亲都是支持台湾走向世界最温暖、最强大也最坚定的后盾。
And while this eatery's Taiwanese cuisine is served with an American twist, the store next door offers visitors a chance to experience the real deal. Its design is modeled after a traditional gammadiam, which means general store in Taiwanese Hokkien. The owners say that while Taiwan is known internationally for its semiconductor and high-tech industries, items like these noodles, dried fruits, and the iconic Da Tong brand rice cooker are just as important.
You know, we make semiconductor, we make chips, we make great bicycles that are everywhere, but no one has really tried to market Taiwan explicitly for these items. And I think food also hasn't really been a focal area yet either. And so now, you know, there's kind of a wave of Taiwanese food and Asian American food, and so we can really kind of ride that wave and share more Taiwanese food with people.
Just use it to make sure that the bottles don't break.
This food wave is just one of the ways that Taiwan is looking to spread its reputation. Often, the threat to Taiwan from China and the country's cutting-edge semiconductor industry overshadow its other aspects. And that's why government officials say that Taiwan should show that it's not just the world's next flashpoint, and that it has more to offer than just computer chips.
Taiwan needs to be more active, engaging with the local American communities, the global semiconductor supply chains issue, and with the regional security issues. Taiwan is now more and more recognizable by American.
While many people might already know about Taiwan through cultural exports like bubble tea, the two shops in Brooklyn are hoping to expand the world's palette for Taiwan, one sauce or dish at a time. Howard Zhang, Leslie Liao, Eric Tsai, and Hami Okan for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's purple crow butterfly is one of the only 2 migrating butterfly species in the world. One researcher has spent years following these butterflies and is now ready to showcase his work in a documentary co-presented by TaiwanPlus. Harrell Hughes reports.
Blink and you might miss it. Taiwan's purple crow butterfly changes 7 colors in a matter of 10 milliseconds. This species is one of Taiwan's 400 butterfly species. But for documentarian Zhang Jialong, this one stands out the most.
因为它的紫色是瞬间即逝，所以要用超高速摄影机才能够把它捕捉下来。
Zhang is a butterfly expert. His love for the purple crow butterfly began 20 years ago with a visit to Taiwan's Butterfly Valley. The experience left him in awe. He decided to start studying this species and took his passion to the next level, producing a documentary called Lost Butterfly. It took 5 years and millions of NT dollars to complete. But for Zhang, the joy this project brought outweighed the difficulties.
没有很大的困难，只有贷款有困难而已。就是做你最喜欢的事，都是很开心的事，没有困难的事。
The purple crow butterfly is one of 2 varieties of butterfly in the world that migrates. The migration pattern is largely dependent on Taiwan's weather and vegetation. But a severe drought that hit Taiwan this year has affected the location and timing of their travel. While climate change is a major factor, it's not the only issue.
不只是因为气候变迁影响，同时人为的一些因素，包括开路啦、路杀啦，或是喷洒农药，这都是它在迁徙时候的一个很重要的危机啦。
Chan and Kenting National Park recently began working together to better understand and protect the purple crow butterfly. They hope the species and its kaleidoscope of colors will remain an awe-inspiring sight for years to come. Emma Xu and Harrell Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
An animation based on the legend of Taiwan's indigenous Tsou people has won the Best Film Art and Experimental Film Award in Germany. Tsou 175586, Little Warrior, brings to life a Tsou legend about a boy transported to heaven to be taught by forest animals. Armed with the celestial sphere and the gift of fire, he returns to his village to pass on the wisdom of ancient Tsou warriors. The Film Festival is held inside of the planetarium, and organizers describe it as a showcase of immersive and digital art. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you the images of paintings by Halim Ali Flowers. As a teenager, he was wrongly sentenced to life imprisonment. I'm Sandy Chi. Take care and see you next time.